everybody, we're going to write a mystery, and it's going to be mysterious. What is a mystery, you might ask? Well, it's a fictional story with a plot. What the story is about is all about solving a crime. We're going to use this page to help organize our thoughts so we can write our own mystery. Your task is to finish this page by Friday. Now, this document is saved as a digital link for you to make your own copy, fill out, and then share with me. To do that, when you open this document, which is attached to this assignment post, you're going to go right into File. You're going to click on Make a Copy. Then you're going to make your own copy. You're going to share that copy with me. This way you don't have to print anything off. You can do everything by typing right here. Let's look at how to do that one. Once you've made your own copy and you have the document in front of you, you're ready to go. So let's go into how we're going to organize our thoughts to write a mystery. Your mystery must have a secret, a mysterious problem, a crime that needs to be solved. You need to decide what type of problem will be in your mystery or what mysterious event will take place. Some examples are something being lost or stolen, something or someone going missing, strange noises, strange letters or phone calls. Crimes should be non-violent. We're not investigating an assault or murder. We're just not. Be specific because these details will only help you. What's your crime? Text here. This is where you are going to include your information on your crime. It might be missing crayons. It might be a missing dog. It might be let's see what's here. Lost or stolen. It might be a stolen item. It might be a missing person. You might hear strange noises coming from your attic or your basement that you need to hire a detective to come investigate. Maybe it's a paranormal investigator. I don't know. It's your ideas. You get to write this story about whatever you'd like. You've just got to follow these portions. So you're going to come up with a crime. Once you've decided on what your crime is going to be, you have a setting. This is where the mystery will take place. Be creative. A mystery can take place anywhere, at home, at school, in a park, in a store, at a sporting event. Don't forget to include all parts of the setting, place, and time for a mystery, because the time the crime was committed is very important. So where and when did the crime take place? You can be as specific as saying at 6 a.m. in the morning, a purple-colored pencil disappeared. It's kind of a lame mystery, but it could be. Or you can be a bit more ambiguous and less specific and say that in the morning. At least when you talk about when, you're telling me in the morning, the afternoon, the evening, or late at night. Where can be anywhere. That's where the crime specifically takes place. There are other locations you might visit. You might go to the detective's office. You might have to go to the police station. You might have to visit more than one location to investigate before you can solve the crime and gather all the clues. Where and when did the crime take place, and what other locations might be visited? Details are important. What did these places look like? Was it a big building? Was it a small building? Was it a smelly building? Was it a colorful building? Was the building filled with people? Was it empty? Was it a castle? Was it a treehouse? Be specific. Be detailed. On your next page, you've got your section about characters. A mystery needs several characters. It needs a detective to investigate. This might also be your protagonist. It might also not be. That's entirely your decision to make. And then it needs an antagonist. This is the person that commits the crime. It also needs several other characters to function as suspects. So you need a detective. The detective solves the mystery. You need a short description of your detective. You can make him funny looking. Detective Control has a big mustache and wears a bright red tie. That's all the description we need about that one. You might make your detective a female. You might make your detective a dog. Maybe you're going to make your detective a spider. It's entirely up to you. It's your opportunity to be creative. But you need a detective, and you need to include a short description of them here. You also need an antagonist. An antagonist, this is the person that commits the crime. Your detective might be your protagonist, but it might not. The antagonist is going to be the person that committed the crime. Include a short description of the antagonist here. And use 3 interesting or powerful adjectives. They're big, they're strong, they're scary, they're nefarious. Ooh, that's a good word. They're suspicious, quality, powerful adjectives to help you describe that antagonist. Then you need some suspects. You need some suspects. You'll need to create suspects for your mystery. You need to have at least 2 suspects. You'll need to write a short description of each suspect and why he or she is a suspect. These are other characters that are in the story that our detective thinks could be the person who committed the crime until they gather all the clues and decide it can only be whomever the antagonist is. You need 2 additional suspects. These are like supporting characters. You don't need as much of a description as them as you need of our protagonist, the detective, and the antagonist, but you do need to include a description in some way, shape, or form. Make sure details are included. The devil's in the details, where the devil are your details. Then you got clues. Think of Scooby-Doo. They're always finding clues. These clues help your detective solve the case. These clues can be fingerprints, notes, items left behind, or anything else that you can help your detective solve the mystery. Include 3 clues. Clue 1, clue 2, clue 3. If your antagonist, the person who stole something, took somebody, committed a crime, is a bird, maybe one of the things that they leave behind is a feather. Maybe they're not a bird. Maybe they're a person and they have pets that are birds and they leave feathers behind. Maybe they leave something else behind that's specific to that antagonist. You need to leave 3 clues. These 3 clues will be used by the detective to solve the crime. Once you've got those sections done on characters, clues, and setting, you're all done. You get till Friday to get this to me. Make sure that you make a digital copy and share that digital copy with me. Come next week, you're going to take all this information and you're going to start planning a plot with events where you establish a crime. You need to introduce the detective. You need to introduce the 2 suspects and the antagonist. The antagonist is going to be one of those suspects. Then you need to introduce the clues, and then you need to solve the mystery. That's what we're getting ourselves into. Start thinking now about the full breadth of the assignment. You only need to worry about getting this done for Friday, but you need to know what that crime, what that mystery is going to be. I can't wait to see what you come up with. We're going to be looking for this planning sheet to be due on Friday. You're going to have the subsequent brainstorming and plot sheet due Wednesday of next week, and then you'll have the final draft due another day in the future. That is a mystery.